Hi. In the previous webinar, we have been going through the various strategy and action, the one that we should do in order for us to increase our sales. During this session, we are going to look at the how to use system, how you will make use of the CRM system in order for you to increase your sales, to double up your sales or triple your sales. So I will just go through a little bit back on the various on the run your sales department or even how to manage your sales. We'll just go through let me get the one that have the pipeline. Okay, I would just want to remind you, you are not selling. You are problem. So that is one of the fundamental thing that you must remember when you do sales. You are not selling, you are solving people's problems. So don't ever think that you have to buy your product or whatever. They have headache, you have the Panadol helping them. And this is the one that I want to go back to. Basically, under the sales pipeline, concept is first you must have leads. The leads, then you can qualify the leads. After that, you proceed to get the sales meeting with them, explain your product, your solution. After that, some of them will ask you to give quotation. You'll follow up on the quotation, and some of that will give you the order. Some of them will become customer. So basically, you will see that not everybody will give you the order at the end. So when you fail to get the order from some of them, you should know that that is part of the process of doing sales. Some you win, so you don't have to get too much stress when people don't become your customer. It is part of the process, part of the statistics, the one that you have to go through. For example, you go to 20 sales meeting, only 5 you get order, means that you have 5 success and you have 15 failures. That 15 failures is part of your everyday um, process, the one that you need to go through when you do sales. Yeah, when you do sales, don't get so frustrated over when you don't get your sales. It's normal. So, but of course, you can see you must have leads, you must qualify your leads, you must have sales meeting, you must have quotation, you must have orders later on. Track yourself, or you want to track your salespeople, look into the various component of the sales. I will go to the after this, and then we will see how the system can help you in order to track your sales. Let me just get into the system and then switch back the system. Let me just get this and switch to the. Let me just get into the system first, and then so this one, and then I will share you the system. Okay, by now you should see this CRM system dashboard on your screen, right? If you are using the Office Central system, you should log into the system and you should see some of the function. Anyway, you can do that logging in later on. You can get the 30 days free use of the Office Central just by going to the v2.officecentral.asia and get your sense there. And okay, let me just log out and log in again, right? I log out from the system. Now you can see that the username and password. When you get your Office Central system, then you actually can get your username. This is where you want to get your uh, free license. Click here to register for free trial. So click here and you get your license. But anyway, for me, I already have my and password, so I log in into the system. And when you log in into the system will ask you which account you want to go in. Basically, if you have four companies, then the system will just tell you which company you want to enter. Let's say I want to enter into this company, for example. So now you enter into the system, then you are being given the login page, the first page. Then you can choose you want to go to whatever system you like. You can go to human resource, you can go to payroll, you can go to accounting, you can go to finance, you can go to CRM, you can go to procurement, you can go to point of sale, you can go to distribution management, for example, delivery instruction. So in this case, today we are going to move immediately go to the CRM. I click CRM, then I can get many other function modules under the. I will immediately go to dashboard, but then I will go back to the various other function later on. So you have, for example, just now we talked about sales funnel. You have leads, you have meetings, you have quotation, you have invoices, and you have KPI display. So if, for example, I click the meeting, I can have this, for example. So I can monitor all the that is being done by my staff. So here, for example, in March, I have about 127 sales meeting. But if I want to look at any of the staff, I will just of the staff. I click that, then the display will move to that particular staff. For example, I have 31 meeting for this is the name of the person is one. So it means that have when you have your sales staff, you actually can get the detail of the various statistics of their in this case the sales meeting. So I actually can click in more detail. If I click the red bar here, I actually can go to another display. I can view the calendar or I can view the list of the meeting. For example, if I view the calendar, then I actually can see the calendar, and then I can click whatever the meeting, the one that I want to. So, so if I click, for example, actually can see the more detail of the meeting. So is how do I set the various KPI? Let me just go through the various display first, and then I'll show you how to put the setting. For example, this is the what are the leads, how many leads that come in, how many the new leads, what is the leads target, and then you actually can see the information. Okay, I'll just go through the various things. So you can also look at how many quotation that your staff have given during that particular month. For example, in this case, you have like 78 quotations, the one that you give during that month. Of course, this is but of course, if you want to look at how much in the dollar figure, then you actually can see here, for example, quotation in March is 1.97 million, for example. So it is like um, you can actually look at how many, or you can look at in term of dollar figure. But obviously, for example, you can look at choose your staff, click the staff, and then you actually can see, for example, there are 16 quotation generated by the staff this particular staff during this month. If you look at the dollar figure, you look at that and the thing will change, and the quotation is 138,000 during this particular month. So you can see that when you use a CRM system, you actually can get a lot of data just by looking at the various dashboard. And is how do you set the setting here? So actually, you do the setting by for example, the setting for the KPI. How you do the setting for the KPI? You select the configuration and you go to the KPI. You click here, and then you are going to have these various people, right? So if, for example, you want to update KPI here, so you actually can look here and get this particular target. How many leads? How many target? How many meetings? How many potentials? How much potential? How many quotation? How much quotation? How much invoices? I mean, the whole thing on the KPI, you actually can set up at the configuration here. After you do all that, then you actually can start managing your. So basically, when you run your sales department, every one of your salespeople must have a KPI. You can't run your sales department without KPI. And like I said before, the way you run your sales department is the way you look at the sales funnel. You can see that it comes from leads. From the leads, you qualify the leads. After that, you have the sales meeting. After that, you track how many quotation, and after that, you track how many orders, many invoices on all that. So it's the same, the same concept. Okay, there are a lot of other features in the CRM that you may not know, but let me just look at the leads intelligence. And is the system will tell you how many leads you have, and this is the leads. You have 33 leads, and that you have meeting with. So, for example, you have 33 leads, and you have one you have meeting with, and how many you have contacted within one day? You have one. How many you contacted within 2 days? How many contacted within 2 to 3 days? How many 3 or 4 days? How many contacted after 4 days and all this? Or how many you have not contacted at all? So in this case, basically you will see that have 33 leads registered and 32 you have not contacted. So this is, if you look at the statistic, you know that practically there is a problem with the way the salespeople handle these particular leads, correct? The leads will become after I suggest that you look into the leads intelligence and look at the way your staff handle the leads. So, for example, here from the 33 leads, you actually have 19, the one that is registered as an account. Means that from the 33, 19 become account that you are following up, and you have actually 4 meetings, and you actually have 12 quotation, and 7 become. So you actually the the text here, for example, this 33, you actually can click this, and you actually can see detail of that particular leads. Basically, the way the system is done is you actually can go and more detail from the. Okay, this one we have no data here, I think. You actually have you can click, and then you can get more data from. So list intelligence, look at it, is the method that we use to track how efficient is our staff, our sales staff, the leads, or basically taking action on the leads. So we have this, for example, in the next section is the how many account assigned to your staff, how many you have meeting with, how many you have sent quotation, how many you have issued invoice. So basically, everything the one that you want to know about your staff is being handled at this stage. So I'm looking at this, and when you have the data, then you actually can look at this particular stage. Of course, where your staff should fill up the database here, and there you should be able to track the way they perform. And then the system will also look at how many the action of the sales staff, how many that they actually contact within 1 day, within 2 days, within 3 days. So in when the system is used in real, you will see that the numbers will help you monitor and to check the activity of your staff. Okay, so you can also look at the leads generation performance, how many leads being created by your staff. Okay, that is the way you look at the leads intelligence of other dashboard, the one that you should look at. For example, if you want to know where your customers are, you look at the customer demographic. So you look at the map here. So actually, the customers where they are is represented in a map. So now the system is looking at the database and plotting where the customers are. So it will take a while for them to actually create the various map and so after a while, you can see that the page will be filled up with dots. And so when you use the system, you will see in one page where you are or where your customers are on a map. So okay, there are a few things inside the CRM, the one that you may want to know. One of them is there is a sales process quotation, delivery order, invoices, and receipt. You actually can do your quotation in the very fast. For example, if you want to do a new quotation, you just click here, add new, and then immediately you actually can do the quotation. You see that you can try it inside them, and and you actually can do the quotation within 60 seconds to build the quotation. So this one you will practice how to do the quotation in the training session how to use the system. So is just say this is or your product, whatever your product is, for your product, and then this is your product. If you have already certain product inside the price book, then you actually can have you can see that the detail of the product is there. And if you have the GST, for example, if it is standard rated, just click that standard rated, then immediately the quotation is built. That's how fast you are building that quotation. If I would um, as a boss, for example, you can go in and look at the various quotation being built by your people. So, for example, you want to look at one of the quotation. So you just look at the bill, for example, look at this, um, look at the PDF being sent by the system by you or by your staff. The very detail of that can look at the detail here screen. Also, you actually can see the detail of the quotation. So you don't have to get your staff to actually send you the report. Is the whole thing is being prepared automatically by the system. So when your staff do the quotation, automatically you actually get the data, and you also see in the dashboard all the number of quotation, the how much is the quotation, all automatically captured by the system. And how they do that here. One of them is the price book. You build your price book here. All your things, the one that you sell, you actually put it in the price book. When you want to add a new product, you just click here, and you are given the page to. So that is the price book page, and so uh, price book. So you just build all your product inside the price book, and then you also can see that inventories inventories are also being managed under the CRM. So when you sell your product, uh, the inventory, the in and out of the inventory will be taken here. So then you are also going to get how much is your inventory balance after you sold that product. Come back to the sales process just now. You actually can have quotation or the acceptance, delivery order, invoices, and receipt here. So if I want to see how many invoices have been sent, so I just look at it, and okay, now I can see the various invoices, the one that is sent out. So you can see that even the system will tell you whether the invoice has been paid or not paid. Can see the what is the receipt number if it is paid, or you actually can see the detail of the invoice if you like. Basically, as a boss, you would be able to see all the information about your sales people activity by using the system. So just now I already show you the price book and the inventory, for example, and then you actually have all these various sales process. You will go through another for you to actually use the Office Central CRM mobile application, you actually can go to the Google Play and search Office Central CRM and download that. So by using Office Central CRM mobile app, you actually can do all your quotation, order acceptance, delivery order, invoices, receipt, everything using your handphone. So come back to the another component of the CRM is actually the contact book and account management. So you start with leads. From the leads, those that become potential customer, you convert that leads into account. And every account have contacts, and you also have contact group. Let me just go to the leads first. You can see that you have these are the leads being added into the system. So you can see that you have name, email, and company, and who these leads are assigned to. This will be tracked by the system, how many leads, who are taking the leads, sort of thing. And I already clicked the leads. You can see that these are the leads. Okay, and you see here convert leads to account means that once the leads become more serious, then you actually can convert the leads into account. Then all the other process will come in. Otherwise, it will stay as leads. And you can see the company information for that particular leads, where they are, if there is any in the Google Map, and you have the history of your link with the leads. For example, your phone call to them or your SMS to them. But if you convert that to account, then you actually can have a lot more information. Just look at the account. This is the account, and then you can see all the lists of the all your account under your care. And then now you can actually see the account information. But you see, once you convert your list to account, you actually have a lot more information, the one that available for the account. So you have, for example, you can click more information about that particular account. You can have the address and you can have the location of the that particular account. And then you have some other information here. And if you go down here, you actually can see some other information. For example, the potential business with this account. If you add this, then you will see that how much is the when it is supposed to be the order supposed to be come in. What is the probability of success, and what is the stage now? That is you do at the when you build your potential from the account. So, and from there, you actually can do your sales projection. So when you have your potential sales and then the probability of the sales, and then when you are supposed to get the sales projection in the future in whatever months can be done from this particular information. So come back to the account management. You actually have contacts. Contacts are actually the contacts in the various account. If I click here, then this is the contact information. And I also can click the account for this particular contact. So I actually can see more and more information. If there are more than one contact in that particular account, then actually I can see the the various contact in that account. So now you have gone through the various dashboard, how to look at the list, meeting, well, the quotation, invoice, how to do the KPI, set the KPI for them, and the various function inside the CRM like price book, inventory, and also the sales process from quotation, order acceptance, delivery order, invoices, receipts, and all this. And also some dashboard, the one that is provided under the invoicing. So in the dashboard, you also can see, for example, where are your leads coming from, average sales per employee, for example, and then you also can see the quotation versus invoices for any particular, and then quotation amount um, versus invoice amount for every month, for example. And you can also look at the various statistics. You just go through your list and find out the various things, the one that's going on within your company. Look at your quotation, look at your order acceptance, um, and then look at the invoices and all that. Yeah. So this will give you the clue of what's going on within your company, because when you run your sales operation, you must have data, and then you must look at what's going on within your sales organization, and take action when something is not right. For example, the numbers is not right, or the trend is going down, or the staff are not doing what they are supposed to do. So basically, you make use of the CRM system to help you to get information and to guide your team on what to do. And you also have, for example, another function on this communication, the meeting, the phone call, the email, and the SMS. You actually can send email from the system. You can compose the email, and you actually can compose by group. You can also send SMS to your potential customer from the Office Central. Of course, the SMS you actually need to get the credits. So here you actually can build up the various list of the phone call. You can make a phone call here and build up the information about the various phone call. There are a few things, the one that will come in the future. We don't have it now, but we are going to add a few things in the future. One of the things that we will add is the uh, you can connect the Office Central to IP phone, and then when your customer call you, immediately the number is available to you, and immediately the account management page will come up, and you actually can see who is the person that called from which company, and what are the previous communication between you and that particular company, the phone call, the complaint, the quotation, the invoice, and all this automatically will be given to you. We don't have it yet, but it is inside the development plan. So if you have any of the feature, the one that will help you to increase your sales, uh, we will put that inside our development schedule so that you actually can have more and more features in order for you to increase your sales. Basically, when you do your sales, one of the most important thing is the numbers. If you are supposed to have 30 sales meeting target for your sales staff, you make sure that they actually get the target. And if you look at the sales funnel, for example, all the rest of the thing will follow the sales funnel, from the leads, from the meeting, from the quotation, and from the order. So actually, you don't have to worry about the endpoint as long as you build your sales funnel according to that sales funnel. Then you are going to get, for example, now if you discover that your staff is only having 10 sales meetings a month, you just change your setting. For example, you change it to 20 or you change it to 30. then they will figure out how to increase the number of their sales meeting. If you don't have enough leads, for example, then you must figure out how to increase the leads. In our case, for example, we do a few things in order to get leads. For example, we spend extensively using inbound marketing. We use a lot of Facebook advertising in order to get leads. There is a separate training on how you are going to make use of the um, Facebook advertising in order to get leads. But we also have leads from the traditional methods. For example, we go to a lot of exhibition and seminars in order to network with other entrepreneurs. We do a lot of event where we talk about how entrepreneurs or how company can grow their business using cloud and mobile technology. We do a lot of workshop. We actually teach people how to use accounting, how to use HR, how to use payroll, how to use CRM, how to use point of sale for them to actually grow their business. So we do a lot of things in order for us to get leads. If you notice, for example, we also have we make use of, for example, email marketing. We actually have the book Startup to Million Dollar Venture, and we make it as an email uh, training, meaning that the people can actually learn how to build up their company via email. That is also another method that we actually getting our leads. So you can try many methods in order for you to get leads. But the most important thing is you must have leads. You cannot sit down and then expect people to come to your office and demand to purchase your product. You really have to do the various sales and marketing process in order for you to grow your sales, in order for you to double up your sales. And if you notice, for example, we do a lot of webinar nowadays. We have done a lot of the traditional type of seminar, traditional type of training, traditional type of support for the last couple of years. But we know that in the future, for example, it is not possible for us to actually support hundreds of thousands of users by using traditional methods. So now you can see there's a lot of online support, the one that we initiated. You can have online support on the YouTube, online support on the online website officecentral.cloud.com. You can have support via webinars. You actually can have support even on this on the screen. You actually have the online support, online help that you click certain button and the system will tell you, oh, this is how you use this button, or how do you use this particular function. So all that is actually being done for to help you to actually use the system easily and to increase your sales. So fundamentally, you can double up your sales by looking at your sales funnel, making sure that you have set the KPI to your salespeople, and then give them tools in such a way that they become very efficient. For example, they should be able to do their quotation within 1 minute and immediately send that quotation. No need for them to go back to the office to actually build the quotation. Even from their handphone, they actually can do the quotation. And no need for them to spend a lot of time submitting the report to you, because all the report to you actually automatically generated by the system. You need to track what's going on. As a boss, for example, our job is quite difficult in the sense that you need to look at the report, you need to look at the statistics, you need to look at the various data and take action based on the data. I mean, you cannot just have the data and do nothing. Obviously, your sales will not go up. So we are going to stop here at this for this session for the CRM, and then we are going to meet again in another session. Hopefully, if you follow our process, you follow our advice, then you can double up your sales. So thank you very much, and then see you in the next session.